EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Ready, set.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Here we set.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Come on, set.
Now Young. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Young to throw it. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go play action here on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
And the Saints first down.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now second down and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down.
Back to throw again. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal.
First and goal, New Orleans.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
It is good.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Ready?
Young. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
37.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Daniel Whelan in punt formation.
Here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, New Orleans.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
It's a gain of 20.
Mooney, the motion man right. 7-7, our score after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Following the interception, Young. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. That's complete to Mooney. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
That's good for a Saints. First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. There's Mooney with another. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
He's got room at the 30.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a play fake here on first down. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
At the 7-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he stopped immediately there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Darnell Mooney
From 6 yards away.
and the Saints are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Saints 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Ready,
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and 4. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to throw now on first down.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll look to throw again. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding someone to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Troy Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They'll set up a throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the...
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Saints are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime. They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
Right, down, set.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Young to throw it.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Ryan Fitzgerald on for the field goal.
Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked.
And long snapper is one of those positions you don't even notice until something like this happens. People tend to think you can put anyone out there with no consequences, but that's not the case here. A true long snapper probably avoids that mistake.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Set.
Here's a give up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He was tackled at the 20.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing, Young. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 27 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
41, Saints 21. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll look to throw now on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
I like watching a wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Steal,
At
left,
the 35-yard line.
ready.
Now Young. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Tackle made by Chase Young. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go. Set.
Young to throw it. Hard throw, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Saints 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Well, partner, here's where team football.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
Drill, set, ready, set.
Here is Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Yellow. Ready. Punt.
Young will set to throw.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here comes second down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They find some open field here.
He may go.
Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Here's White.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
19, 19, let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
He's back to throw. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Carlson now to add the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Here's Young. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Young. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now Young.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Set. Ready?
One last shot for Young. And it's incomplete. So their final drive